All right, guys, Dave Hall here, Restore a Muscle Car. We're actually just going to go through the shop and follow up on some updates on a few cars we got here. We have Matt's 67 Firebird here that I got the boys here working on. We got Neil and Jason working on, basically we rebuilt the whole front subframe. It was powder coated after it was sandblasted. It's got Ride Tech suspension in the whole car, front to back. And the whole front subframe's basically got newer upper and lower control arms, sway bars, springs, spindles. We put stainless steel brake lines and fuel lines and stuff. The guys are working on it now. It's getting all new bushings. We basically smoothed out the firewall. This was a factory AC car. The gentleman wanted to put an aftermarket AC system in it. But we cleaned up the firewall and painted it and just basically getting everything ready so that we can put his rebuilt motor. We're going to build the motor, I think, up to around, what, 500 horsepower on this one? Or 400. Right, okay, in the 400s on this car. And get his new tranny in it. Just put an overdrive tranny in it and finish out the interior and then get it all put back together. But this will be a fun car. He actually trailered this car up himself, I believe from Tennessee. Earlier this week, Troy, actually out of Minnesota, shipped his car. He just bought this car recently. Bought it from, I think, a dealership up in Minnesota area, but it's actually a super nice car. The first night we got it in, we did a complete buff and polish on it just to see what we had. Earlier today, we had our PDR guy come out and fix a bunch of little dents and dings and stuff on it, making it really nice. So we're ordering a bunch of interior stuff for it. Just doing a bunch of odds and ends, checking the whole car over for him so that way he feels comfortable when he takes his family out for a drive. 69 GMC pickup. This is pretty much a survivor truck that we acquired here locally from a good client of ours. We got in a bunch of Chevy GMC trucks and a couple Blazers and stuff from them here recently. This one is going up for sale on our website. We're going to probably put it on eBay, I think possibly this weekend. Just a good old school GMC truck. Overall, very solid. It does need, I think, lower rockers and stuff on it, but those are a $10 part to buy. We can fix any of this stuff or do whatever somebody wants. Otherwise, it's got new wheels and tires, correct center caps. We buffed it all out, cleaned it up, serviced it. It's ready to go for somebody that wants a cool old school truck. A couple cars that are actually just about done. We have this 1970 Trans Am here that we just finished up for a good client of ours out of Mississippi. His name's Dave, good name. This is a white car, automatic. It's a Ram Air 3 motor that we built up. It's got some pretty good horsepower. It's actually going to the dyno shop here this next week, so we'll have some dyno numbers here for it soon after it gets all tuned. We just got exhaust put on it this week. Did some really quick test and tuning and stuff on it, but we're waiting for some good weather and good roads and stuff so we can get it out. I'm gonna have Dylan shoot a few more shots and stuff of this car, the exhaust system. It's got the bright blue deluxe interior, all the factory original colors and concepts and stuff on this car, but the car is coming out extremely sweet. Everybody loves this car. We did some some one-piece cast 18-inch rally wheels on this car, front and back, and they turned out really nice. It's got a really good stance and stuff to it. He's pretty excited. The blue shaker, the functional shaker, Jason put all that together this week, and it's going to be on here this next week too after it comes back from the dyno. This car right next to it here, this is 77 Trans Am. This is the car that we had mentioned earlier. This is Richard Rollins' car. The most recent one we got in for him. We helped do some factory AC work on the car and just put the front clip back on it here this week. Doing some detailing. We had the whole dash out of it, cleaned up all the wiring, just whatever little things that it needs and stuff on it for him. He wanted this car just like it was from the factory, old school, everything working the way it's supposed to. So we're just getting everything dialed in. Ryan's going to do the final detail and stuff on it, get the final assembly done on it this next week. knock it out so then we can get some road time on it with some clean roads, make sure it's good, and then hopefully we'll deliver it down there to his shop in Dallas. All right, just this week we got in, this is a 77 40,000 original mile car. This got black deluxe cloth interior. It's got the 400 motor in it, AC. It's got great options and stuff on this car. We got this car in from a good friend of mine, and we're basically going to detail it out. The customer that's actually interested in this car is coming up to take a look at it. We're going to go over a punch list of things they want us to do to it. We're going to get everything just really nice, buttoned in, checked over, test drive it, and make sure everything's rocking and rolling. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. The old girl's been took care of very well.
Right next to it here is our red 74 Super Duty. This car came out of my private collection. This is a 4-speed car that's got 38,000, I believe, original miles on it. It was one family-owned New York car that this car runs and drives like the day it was born. Still has the door buzzer, the seat belt buzzer, all that stuff still works. But you can jump in this car, fly through the gears, and just cruise down the road and have a blast in this car. It's the epitome of a 70s Trans Am by far. Right next to it, we have another 74 Super Duty. This is a white car that we're just going through. We're going to be doing, finishing the interior, doing a whole bunch of detailing to the engine compartment and getting it all assembled and stuff here this next week. Right here this is Kyle's car out of New York. This was a car that we did a couple years ago. We finished it for him last year. He took it on the Bandit run. Actually, he was able to get Bert to sign the car for him. We're doing just a little bit of tweaking on the car and stuff here after he drove it and took it to some shows and stuff here this last year. And it's just about done, about ready to ship back out. So we're just kind of down to our final punch list of things. This is a nut and bolt frame off 77 Special Edition Bandit car that's pretty much got every option that I know that was available on these cars when it was ordered. This is our 1970 446 pack CUDA. Kevin, the owner, is the local gentleman. He's the one that owns this and this. So we're doing this 1970 Ford truck, custom Coyote engine, Roadster Shop chassis. Jake's been building the whole custom grill that he wanted done on it. We had Ben Hermans help us with our design concept for this, and I'll have Dylan flash that concept into the video and stuff here for you guys too. But anyway, we're getting a lot closer on this. We actually put in these custom door handles that Dave Kindig designed and sent out here to us for to use on the truck. But the truck coming along really nice. We just got the door handles put in this week, so works pretty slick. This is another 74 Trans Am. This is our Pro Touring car that we're doing for a customer out of Tennessee. We just actually bolted in the rear 4-link suspension. It's got a Ford 9-inch that's narrowed. It's got the Detroit Speed rear 4-link in it. It's got the Detroit Speed front hydroformed subframe in it. It's got the welded in frame connectors. We've already painted the bottom side of this car. It's already been jammed in black. And the rest of the car, now that we have it rolling, we're going to do a final assembly on all the parts and then actually get this car into some final paint. I know that they're working on test fitting the rear bumper on it. We're actually custom fitting one of the new fiberglass rear bumpers to go over the original hardware and stuff for it. But anyway, should come out really slick. I'm pretty excited for this car. It'll be all blacked out car. I'm pretty sure it's all black interior, custom, mini tubbed. It's got 12-inch wide wheels on. These are not the wheels and tires and stuff that are staying on this car, just our roller wheels for the shop. I'm actually building some custom billet Rally 2 wheels for this car. So we'll should have those available here on the car probably within the next few weeks, I'm hoping. Just a quick little update on our 69 Trans Am that Buddy's been working on. We got it into some primer this week. Been blocking that out. This car did get 2 full rear quarters put on it. Had really good floors and stuff in it already. I think we did some light patching on those. The whole bottom side of the car is done. All the drivetrain, suspension. The motor's been rebuilt. It's a full numbers matching, automatic, blue interior car. And you know, frame off, it's gonna come out pretty sweet when she's done. But still plugging away. All right. Our 1987 Chevy GMC short box pickup that we're doing for Cheyenne and his father-in-law. This truck's actually getting ready to get edged. We're gonna have it edged here first of the week. I'm hoping to have it a part of this video as well. But we're gonna get it edged. The guys will assemble all the panels and stuff on the truck. It's got a light metallic and stuff to the paint. So after it's edged, it's assembled. They'll back tape everything and then actually paint the outside of the truck at one time. The bed is actually separate from the truck. We'll get it painted and then put it all together, and then this truck will go over to the assembly side and we'll start putting everything together, get all the new interior rounded up for it, and just dial everything in for the owner. Should be really close to being all wrapped up.
Super Dave, here to save the day.
All right. We just got in a Brewster Green 73 4-speed car. Obviously not very many of these in the country, but we've got a few here now. I think 4-speed Brewster Green cars here right now. It's not a Super Duty, but it is a Brewster Green 4-speed 73 car. Good car, full numbers matching. We're actually going to rebuild the motor, drivetrain. We'll probably strip it down and paint it and restore this car when we get some time. But it will be available for sale. The 76 Blazer, I think a few of you have probably saw on the website. If not, it got a little snow on it today. We had a little snow when we were moving stuff around. But anyway, this is a one family owned Blazer. I think it's got 80,000 original miles or something in that range. We put some new tires on it. It's got the original wheels. It's original paint, other than maybe some light touch-up work that it had years ago, but all original interior. It's got a really cool wood grain accent and stuff on the interior, but this thing runs and drives super nice. Great four-wheel drive. Neat K5, hard to find, very hard to find, especially a rust-free one. This yellow 69 Camaro, big block, is actually going to be shipping out here this next week. We have a local customer that we just wrapped everything up on it for him. So Rich is going to be picking that up here this next week when the weather cooperates. And right above it here, that 79 Trans Am. We're going to have that one available here on the website. It's got the 403 automatic. It's white interior, blue car, new paint. It's got the 15x8 snowflake wheels, new tires, and all new interior. The car is really, really nice. So Josh is getting that finished up, and we'll have that available on the website, along with another 73 455 4-speed car that we have up on the rack. So anyway, I will catch up with you guys soon. Anyway, this is our update on the shop, what's going on. Have a good week.